So let's look over here. For example, you finish writing up your exam. You might have one or two audios for the listening. You have your reading passages, as you can see here. And then you have your spreadsheet here where you use the testing format that they sent you with the spreadsheets. So let's say here we're going to open it up. All right, as you can see here, they have different tabs over here. So they have different tabs for each component, the listening, reading, vocabulary, and grammar. And they have the highlighted answers. But this format will not work when you upload it into Blackboard. So what you need to do is you need to convert this spreadsheet to the following format. So this format here is what you're going to see. The first column is going to be the type of question, which is MC. So all the questions, all 30 or 40, are going to be MC. Then you have the test question here, the STEM. Alright, there's not going to be more than one tab. You have to put all of them into one spreadsheet, one format. So here are the questions, and then here are the options, as you can see over here that you have. So you have to add a column to it afterwards and type incorrect or correct. So here, for example, question number 1, this podcast is about. So you have option A, option B, C, and D. Option B is the correct one, so you have to put correct, and the rest of the options is going to be incorrect. If you don't do that, if you accidentally put all of them incorrect or all of them correct, it's going to fail. Alright, so we have a certain format. You need to do this for the first 5 questions. Is going to be listening 1, and then 6 to 10 is going to be listening 2 if there's a second question, or if there's 2 audios. But here in this format, we have only 1 audio here, and then questions number 6 through 10 are going to be the reading questions, and then 11 to the rest are going to be the grammar and vocabulary. Very important. Make sure that they're all the same format. You can highlight it all. Make sure Times New Roman, font 12, just to keep it the same. Okay, even though the bold will not be carried over, so you're going to have to change the questions to adapt it. Alright, so again, this is the format. So the first column is the test question, it has to be MC, the type of format of the question, then the question stem, and then the answers or the options with the answer after, if it's incorrect or correct, as you can see over here. So let's say look at this question right here. See this question right here? Although there's a spacing, there's going to be a problem. You're going to need to adjust it. If you make this into two lines, it's going to fail. Alright, so you might have an error on this message, so then you're going to have to manually type in this question. Okay. Again, the bolds and the underlines are not going to carry through into the Blackboard. Alright, so you have this done on the spreadsheet. Great. Once you have done this, you correct it, you checked it, everything is good, you need to go ahead and click on File, Save As, and then change the format to TXT. Alright, and then name the file. Click Save, and then it will save it this format. Okay, this format will make it ready so that you can actually upload it into the Blackboard system. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Like we mentioned in the presentation before, that we're going to have a Blackboard sections, probably QB, so that you can upload exams into this system. So to do that, you're going to scroll down and you click on Course Tools, and then you're going to select Tests, Surveys, and Polls, and then you're going to select Tests. Alright, so now we're going to first build the test. So here we're going to call the exam, whatever naming that you're going to use. Don't worry about the description and instructions, we can add that later. Alright, and then you click on Submit. Now you get this test canvas. This is where you can type in the questions manually, or you can just upload the questions using the format we just talked about. So we're going to click our Upload Questions. Here, make sure you put 1 point per question. Now browse to the file where you save that text file. So I have that. I'm going to now select the file and click open, and then click submit. Remember, this is a TXT, not the spreadsheet, okay? So you convert the spreadsheet into a TXT format and then click submit. Alright, so you'll notice here, for example, alright, questions upload complete, but there's a parse error occurred on line 30, meaning one of the questions was a problem. Maybe the format was bad, there was 2 lines instead of 1 line. So if you notice, when I click OK, alright, just here, you'll notice that only 29 of the 30 questions were uploaded. So you need to go ahead and find out which question did not work, and then you have to manually type it in. Now you'll notice though, if you look at the question here, they're not in bold, even though we would have it bold in the spreadsheet. So you need to go to every single question, click on it here, click edit, highlight it, click bold. Alright, you can adjust the font if you want to 10 font or 12 font, but keep it the same, consistent throughout the whole entire exam. Alright, so here highlight it. I'm going to change it to 12, for example. Alright, you want to select show answers in random order. Okay, so there should be 4 numbers of answers. Make sure the correct one is selected. Alright, and if it looks good, then scroll down and then click submit. Alright, now let's go ahead and look at question number 2. You notice over here there are these quotation marks that was not in the spreadsheet. Somehow, sometimes Blackboard carries those, and I don't know why, but we need to fix them. So you need to click on edit. Alright, so remove the quotations. Again, we need to be consistent, so you need to highlight it, make it in bold, select 12 font, show answers in random order. Make sure there are no quotations. Sometimes the periods could be missing, commas, and also. So you have to actually go through the questions and verify that they're good. It's just that you're saving some time from actually typing all 30 questions. Alright, so click submit and continue, and you continue, so on. You have to do this for all of the questions, and then you need to find out which question did not work well, and you need to import the question in there. Okay, or I mean, you need to type in the question manually. So to do that, you just click on the plus here, select multiple choice. Alright, again, type in, you don't need to type in the question title, but just type in the question, what was missing. Click show answers in random order, type in the correct, type in the 4 options, make sure you select which one is the correct answer, and then you click submit. Okay, alright, that's how you add a question manually. Okay, once you have done that, now you need to go back and you need to use a format that we do. For example, the first 5 questions are the audio, the next questions are the reading, and then after that are the grammar and vocabulary. So let me show you how to do that. Alright, before I show you, let me show you what a sample set looks like. So for example, here we would put the description that we're going to put in here, depending if it's a midterm or final exam. We have an audio to test to make sure the audio sounds good or not. Alright, so there are 40 questions to make sure there are 40 points, or 30 questions and 30 points. Alright, so here for example, here we put down question number 1, audio track 1, questions number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we will use this format where we embed the audio here. And then the next question, we need to reference it so that students know that audio track 1 refers to this, as you can see here. And then for example here, if we have 2 audios, then you do audio track 2, questions 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And same thing here, we put down audio track 2, and so on. We keep it consistent. And then the reading passage. So we have to make sure the reading passage is set up correctly, the format is good, the font is good, and then we have to use this format. Reading passage 1, and then questions 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or if it's the midterm, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then the question after that, we put down reading passage 1 as a reference so that they don't get confused. As you can see over here, if we have 2 readings, this is what we've done so that the students are prepared. Then the rest of the questions, 21 and so on afterwards, are grammar and vocabulary. So now let me show you how to upload the audio for the exam, okay? Alright, so here's the, remember the exam that we uploaded, right? So now here we click on here, click edit, and then we can use that format. Remember we talked about audio track 1 and so on. So we will put that here above. We type it here above the question, right? And we put it in red. For example, alright, so now we skip a line or two, and then here we embed the audio. So we do this by clicking here the plus sign, insert local files, go here, and then select the audio. So here, for example, we're going to upload listening 1. It takes a little bit of some time. And there you go. Make sure you test it to make sure it's correct. Alright, so you hear it, it's fine, sounds good. Alright, and then click submit. And then so here, again, we reference the question here by clicking edit. And in parentheses, after the question, in red, to keep it consistent, we say alright, keep it the same color and click submit. Alright. So there you go. And you follow that same format for the rest. Remember, double check each questions. No quotations like this. Alright. Now here we come to the question for the reading. So again here, same format. You click on edit. Above the question, type in reading passage or reading text 1, questions 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. According to what is, set up. Bold, do it in red. Alright. And then here is where you're going to put in the text of the reading. So again, same format, click here, insert, local file. Then here, if it's an image, you're going to upload it. And if it's not an image, then you're going to copy paste the text itself, open it up, and then you're going to import it into the question, like this. So I open up the reading passage. So for example, if it's going to be just a text like this, then you just copy it here, go back to the question without uploading it, and then just paste it in there. Alright, keep format, but then you need to verify, make sure it's all correct, it's spelled good, the format is fine, and then, again, make this bold, change the font size to size 12, alright, and then click show answers in random order. Same format, same process, and there you go. You'll see that the reading question is here. Now, let me tell you, if the question is actually an image, then you need to upload the image. Alright, so same format. Let me just show you here. So here I'll remove this. So here we're going to upload the image. So you need to, so for example here we have this image here. So here you need